Good day, my name is Dave Glover. Today, I'd like to talk to you about a specific use case and how we can solve it within the RSA Netwitness platform through a correlation rule. The use case is as follows. We have an attacker that performs a post on one of the web servers. Shortly then afterwards, the web server initiates a connection outbound back to the attacker's IP. What I'd like to do is I'd like to build a correlation rule that looks for this type of activity. Now the caveat with this is that the inbound connection, in this case here we have the 51.2.1.4 is the source address for the web server logs. However, on the outbound, that's the destination. So how do we cross-correlate those within a correlation rule? Well, I'm about to show you. Let's pull up our Netwitness console. After logging in, we would move to the Configure tab and then ESA rules or Event Stream Analysis, which is our correlation engine. Now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and build a rule using the basic rule builder. Now we're presented with the options to fill in for that rule builder, such as rule name and so forth. So we're going ahead and just add in something like post followed by outbound. Now, we will not cover the trial rules and the alert for the time being. Let's just move on and move into the condition statements. What is our first condition? Well, looking back on the diagram, we have the inbound connection going through firewall and hitting the web servers. Now, the web servers are the ones that are going to let me know who the source address was and also what type of action. So again, in our case, we're looking for a post. So let's move on and add that first condition. Let's go back to our Netwitness platform. And what we're going to do is for the name, we're going to do a post. Next thing we want to do is we want to select all of the conditions are met. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put in a device type of IIS. So we'll put the operator as is, and then here we'll just put in Microsoft IIS. Great. Now we need to add another condition, and what we want to do is we're going to do action is one of, because it's an array field, is one of post. To alleviate any false positives with people inside doing these types of actions, we probably want to add in a directionality field. So we can do direction is inbound. Now this is provided that you've set up your network zones and so forth. But at the end of this first statement, we have Microsoft IIS is letting me know that's post and it's an inbound connection. So we're good there. Now what we need to do is we need to add a second condition, and this is actually going to be on our outbound. So we give that a name of outbound connection. For this, what we're going to do is we're going to use the firewall to let me know that that connection happened. So we'll do device class is firewalls. If I had a specific firewall, such as a Palo Alto Networks, I could have picked a device type like we did with the Windows or the IIS. I could do a device type is Palo Alto Networks or something along those lines. This is just an alternate way to do it. So we want device class is firewalls, and now what we want to do is we want to add in that direction key again. So direction is, and we'll do outbound. And we're good on this. So now if we click save, if all conditions are met, now we'll click save. What we want to do is we want to add in a connector for followed by. If I go ahead and save this rule as it stands right now, it will not work the way you think. The reason why is we're looking for a post followed by an outbound connection. There's no glue between those two. Now the other challenge that we have, if you remember the diagram, the source address of the attacker is what gets logged by IIS. However, on the firewall, that's a destination address. So how can we cross those or compare those non-like variables? Well, if we click on the correlation type of join, now we can do is the first meta that we have here is from our post. So we can do IP source, IP underscore SRC. Now the second meta is the one from our other statement. So here is where we can actually select IP underscore DST. So we'll just go here and type in IP, and now we have DST. What that's going to do is it's going to compare the source address from the first connection to the destination address of the second connection. Now we're going to group these by IP source, so that's going to be from the first one, and we want these to occur within 10 minutes. Once we've done that, we can go ahead and save the rule, but what we'll do first, after saving it, is we'll actually take a look at the syntax. I want to show you how this looks from the syntax perspective to bring a little bit of clarity to this. So we have every distinct source IP, perfect. The first statement I designate as E1, and that is device type of Microsoft IS, and it's a post, and direction is inbound. This here is my followed by, and we say followed by event class, device class is the firewalls, direction is outbound, and the destination address equals the source address from the first statement. So very, very easily, by building the two sections of this rule and using a join correlation type and then specifying the meta that I want to join together or do the comparison against, allows me to very easily build the correlation rule that we were looking at here. So again, this 51214 is my source address from the IIS logs, but it becomes my destination address on this outbound connection. So very easily, right within the rule builder, we're able to build this rule. And that's it. Very, very simple, very easy to build a rule where you need to cross variables using the join correlation type. Obviously, we can set up some notifications, we can set up some enrichments later on. I just wanted to cover this easy type of correlation that you can do right within the rule builder. Thank you very much.